But at the end of the day, if we can foster an environment for people to connect with each other and they can leave inspired, then I did my job.
Welcome to the best hour of their day podcast with your hosts, Jason Fernandez.
And me, Jason Ackerman. With more than 20 years in the business,
As both coaches and affiliate owners,
our passion is to help create world-class affiliates
and coaches by building
better boxes. Welcome to
the best hour of your day.
I saw MJ the musical recently.
Okay.
Have you heard of Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
And and they're very
I
like
think even Michael Jordan.
You've been like Michael Jackson-esque. I like that though. Can you moonwalk?
No.
Hey, what college did you go to?
University of Florida.
Boo.
Go Gators.
Go Tigers.
That's not UCF. That's
That's UF.
UF.
Gators.
Gators.
Have you heard of them?
They were
I'm
one
not-
of the more mediocre teams in the SEC.
I know of them.
I was there when we won in the national champ. I cheered twice.
Do you know Tim Tebow?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
You dated
Oh,
Tim
cool.
Tebow before before Jason?
Another cheerleader did date Tim Tebow.
Wasn't Tim Tebow like very religious? Like he was.
Oh, he's still very religious.
Yeah.
So he probably that's why it ended. It didn't get.
You never know.
His
I don't
cheerleader
know.
was like, "Yo,
I
Tim."
That was
Timmy.
Did you
can't
watch
say.
the Netflix documentary
Yeah.
on them?
No.
It was really good.
It was good.
I don't
really
watch
good.
any.
I mean, I was there those years.
That's really cool.
Wait, so what year did you graduate?
2010.
But here's where I was going with this.
Okay.
Were you like a big party girl in college? Like, did you go out dancing?
No.
No.
I worked at a bar. I was a server and then a bartender and then a manager. And I actually, when I moved down to South Florida to be a dietitian, I would go back for game day weekends because I would make so much money. It's how I paid for grad school.
So
You paid for
kept the
grad school
job.
bartending? I actually
Yeah.
believe that now that you say that.
We
Well,
would make
if
rent
you're
in a
doing
day.
it-
It was a joke. It was rent in a day.
Oh, dude! When I was at going to supply course school in Athens, I just got like I was drinking a lot, but I eventually did start doing some bartending and then just working the
You
door occasionally.
bartended?
Yeah, I was really good at it.
I could see that.
It's fun.
Well, I
it's
mean,
also
You meet
it's,
a lot of
The
people.
same
It's-
skill of bartending is coaching.
It's the same thing, dude. I would walk out of there working the door sometimes. $500.
Yeah.
And you're not nearly as attractive.
$500
as Nicole,
bucks.
so I understand why.
$500 to not read IDs and just let everybody in.
But what made you a good bartender?
Making people feel seen, taking care of them quick on your feet.
All
I
the
made
same
more
things.
Organized.
organized.
Were you
She's
making
a-
like
she's-
skinny drinks before skinny drinks were cool? Like, hey, a
Yeah.
little less margarita mix, a little more tequila in here.
You never know. I actually had more fun serving because I could make more money. Because I could just go on game day, there'd be people everywhere, and I would just go set up tabs everywhere. They would put me in the best section. I would like have the best sales.
What bar is this?
The Swamp, it's not there anymore, but it was right across the street. It's like the number
I've been
one
there,
UF.
yeah.
So you were living in South Florida at the time?
And I would drive up to
how
Gainesville.
big of a...
It's like 4
Well,
I was
hours.
Gainesville's
gonna say
like
it's not
central, no?
close.
It's 4
I went
hours.
to the old CrossFit there a couple times.
CrossFit Gainesville.
How much-
That's where I started with Chris
was-
Thorndike.
It was, oh yeah, when Roz and I were driving around, we went there. I think it changed ownership at
So it
one
was
point.
two brothers that owned it, and then he owns it by himself.
Okay, maybe that was the owner.
How much do you think bartending helped you in sales when you start your dietitian and then later on when you spin up HSN?
I think the skills of being able, staying organized, what you had mentioned, and also not being afraid. Like I used to play the stupidest games with people, not a
Like,
good game.
like internally or like with them?
Oh, well, with the servers, I'd be like, all right, who's competition? Like, who's going to get the best sales? It was, there's this girl, Christina, and her and I would go back and forth, and we were best friends. But we would play this stupid game where if we had like a group of guys or girls, we'd be like, all right, we're going to play the, I don't remember what we called it, but we'd have everyone put their card in a
Credit
hat.
card roulette.
Yes. And then they would buy shots. And then we would play that. So, I mean, my sales were
Crazy.
great.
Because everybody's betting that they're not going to have to
Yeah.
pay, so the tab doesn't matter anymore. And like one sucker
And then you
gets
pick one
hammered.
credit card out of
Yep.
the hat.
The last one. But then that guy never has to pay for another drink, like another round of drinks, because his card never has to go in if you do it once.
Oh,
then-
right.
Yeah.
So,
It's
yeah.
it will definitely get you very quickly past the I need your credit card so I can like you just do so many
It's essentially an
transactions.
upsell at the bar.
Yeah.
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 No, I think cheering at University of Florida set me up to feel confident talking in front of people. You know, like I cheered
We
in
cheered
front
in
of
front of
90,000 people.
Yeah, the
You know,
swamp is
in minimal
swamp is one of the
clothes.
bigger.
Right? You wear more clothes. I mean, today, borderline less clothes.
I have pants on.
Well, yesterday you had that HSN.
She's wearing a
Lululemon.
cheerleading skirt.
Yeah, it was a skirt.
I was set up for success yesterday. I think, just feeling comfortable talking in front of people. When you're passionate about something, it's easy to talk about it all the time. And your hope is that you connect with one person and something resonates and then they can take action.
How rigorous was cheerleading at that point?
We
I
had
dated an LSU cheerleader.
5 a.m. practices with the guy who ran the strength and conditioning with the football team. So we had to be out of there by 6 because that's when they came. I
So an
remember.
hour of strength and conditioning, 5 days a week?
I think we were there like 3 to 4 days a week. And then we would have practice. And then during some seasons, it was football, volleyball, and basketball all at the same time. So it'd be
Yeah,
like
there's
we
like
had-
an overlap
A
there.
lot of cheer. Like, I mean, it's a.
it was a lot. And then I worked at the Swamp, which was so fun.
You're on a scholarship for cheerleading? Or was
We
that
had
a
a
thing?
solid $500 a semester.
And what was that paid for college?
What's the point? What's the point?
Paid for
Well,
a
you're
couple
doing it
books.
because
Yeah.
you love it, right?
Yeah,
but
so fun.
hey, before we get any further, we do want to give a shout out. We're here at GAS, Gym Accelerator Summit. Am I too far away?
Yeah.
You crushed. We were actually at dinner last night. We were like, man, this shit is good.
Thank
You're
you.
doing a great job. Fern has said you have OCD. No, but you are very organized.
Christina said you're broken.
Yeah. No, but I mean,
mean-
this has been fantastic. We've
Thank
been
you.
to, every CrossFit affiliate summit, and they're good, but this is like levels above. If you're an affiliate owner, like there should be zero hesitation. You've announced Virgin,
Yeah,
and
so
this will be a couple weeks later, so it's not like
yep. We switched to. We've outgrown this place, which is really exciting. We've been at Spark for a few years.
and this is a great spot, like
It's-
side rooms.
It's awesome. It's just we can't fit any more people, and I don't want to turn anyone away. So, the Virgin Hotel, it is absolutely beautiful, and I'm excited because everything is going to be in one
We can
spot.
stay there because we were just
Yeah.
saying we should have stayed closer. Cody
Yeah.
and I.
And the Virgin Hotel is very much.
It's bougie.
It's Nicole.
so bougie,
right
and
up
I love
Nicole.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
And Nate can stay there because he's a virgin still.
Yeah,
So, and I want to give, this was a major thing. You know what I'm going to say? It was from yesterday.
No.
There was enough protein.
Oh.
Like every summit I've been to, it's like
Yeah.
if you're like letting the participants go, and then it's like, hey, there's a bunch of rice, right? Like there
I
was
guess
like
I'll eat all the chips.
Yeah, there was like leftover protein even.
That's hard to do.
So
That was
the
Good-
past
good
2
job on that.
years, we have come a little short, and this year I was OCD about going back and forth with the people that manage the spot, saying like, all right, find out exactly how many ounces of protein they give. I want 3 ounces for everything more per person, and go ahead
You want
and
3
order
ounces more per, so like 600 extra ounces.
that. I didn't. I
But
did not
I
want
mean, there was
to.
a lot of extra protein.
Yeah, that's
in a good
fine.
way.
I don't care. I'd rather
I
there
took
have
some
extra.
home.
Great.
That's
Some
midnight.
of
Better than
pockets
your
right now.
pizza from the last episode.
Well, I will have a confession.
Oh no, you're gonna
Oh,
admit
no.
this? Oh, this is bad. You're gonna think.
It's not that bad. It's the same as what you did.
No, I at least knew how much food I should be eating.
Oh, I didn't care. I never claimed to care. When was the
was
social?
Friday.
No.
Yeah, Friday.
Today's Friday. What's today's
Let's
Saturday? I
say
have no idea
No,
what day
you're
it
right. It
is.
was
No, it's
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday. We went out. We went to the Speakeasy afterwards, and
In the Virgin Hotel? That one?
Oh
no, it was like 2
he didn't
blocks
even know it was a
down.
speakeasy because it's a speakeasy.
Okay.
It was great though.
Cool.
It was fantastic, and we left there, and we get back to what time we get back to the hotel, and it wasn't late. It was like midnight.
Nate's still
maybe.
recovering.
It was you had been in bed for 4 hours.
So was I.
Fair.
Different beds.
Oh, yeah, you
And
did.
I'm walking through the hotel,
Yeah.
and I glance over, and they have the little snack thing over there, and I was just like, oh, went over there and looked, and I pulled a frozen pepperoni calzone out of there, put it back to the room, and microwaved it. It was delicious.
What's
You had a little bit to drink
Yeah,
on
it
Thursday
was a
night, so I
drink.
think anything would have tasted delicious.
Yeah,
hey as
not
the,
nearly as much as Marcus, but that's fine.
you're not only you're the founder of HSN,
Yes.
and does Jay? I mean, I know you're married, but are you co-owners?
Yeah.
As the owner, co-owner of HSN, what's the worst thing you've eaten in recent? Like, what's your Fern story that he just gave?
Gosh, I don't know.
Is that bad? You ate
no.
one calzone.
No, it's not. It's not bad at all.
Listen here, this guy has a food scale in his pocket right now.
I'm on the other end of it. but
We're working on it.
I just actually grabbed Jason's number to set up the monitor when we get back.
Oh, good.
But what is a story you might have?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
real, like, to show people like you're a real person.
I like cannolis.
Ooh, they are so good.
They're so good. So I'll have a cannoli once in a while. Do we eat pizza? Yeah, sometimes, but I'll have salad and then I'll have a slice of pizza. I don't go overboard because sleep is really important to me, and if anything affects my sleep, even Thursday night, like I had one drink, but I knew this weekend, like we invest a lot of money, time, and effort, and everyone has invested a lot of time in that. I don't take that lightly, and so I'm not going to show up fuzzy. I'm going to show up like super clear. I went to bed at 9 o'clock or before.
Well,
every
that's
night.
where you don't know how it works. So like 1 is fuzzy, 12 is clear.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Jason yesterday. I was like, what are you guys doing tonight? He's back to the Airbnb. Like, there's a hot tub. Like, we're going to chill. So
Yeah.
I think that's really important. But I thought of you last night.
Okay.
So we went out team dinner.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, nice.
to-
Morton's.
We like to do
Yeah.
like at least one kind of like bougie dinner with the team when we go out if we can.
I hear you.
And,
we do it too.
you know, I didn't overeat, but I think there was probably more fat than I was used to in the steak and, like, the vegetables. I was like, man, I went back and I was like, I'm full, but I have food to eat, right? And I was like, if I eat more, I'm not going to sleep as well.
It's important.
And I didn't eat more
Good
because
job.
of our talk. And,
Good.
And I was like, I'm not going to be worse off by under eating a couple hundred calories, but I might be worse off
From
by not sleeping tonight.
This is growth, everybody. This is growth.
I know.
I've
This is a
learned
big
so much
step.
out of that. Have you spoken to Athena since our chat?
No.
I'm anxious. She posted a picture of us. Like,
They're back
I'm-
we're
together.
basically
They're
a
back together.
BFFs at this
Yeah.
point.
You
I'm
know
going to
what?
see her. She was around today. I saw her.
I'm happy that we could rekindle that.
This is
Hopefully.
Yeah, that was so great. Like,
Move in the right direction.
I really am genuinely happy that I had that conversation with her.
Good.
And it was because of you. So thank you.
This is I don't know this, but
I-
you and I've spent enough time together at all these summits that I feel like this is very much your environment, like events. Is that true?
I love the opportunity to talk to people about the impact they can have with adding nutrition. Like,
We just had Louie and Callie on. That's what they said.
Cal
I
Harbor.
love it. It fills my cup. You know, when we were in COVID and I wasn't traveling, like I struggled mentally. I didn't realize that's why I was struggling mentally until after I started traveling again and speaking and connecting with people in person. So yeah, this is, you know, I go over on the budget every year. Jason and I, my CFO, sits down with me and he's like, Nicole,
It's that new rap. It's that new rap. On the
get your stuff in order. But at the end of the day, if we can foster an environment for people to connect with each other and they can leave inspired, then I did my job.
Well, and for the record, same for us. Like, we go over on we have 2 masterminds a year. We've got a big thing coming, 2025.
Yes.
Yes. And
We went way over the budget on that.
yeah, but it's like, you know, and to be clear,
Marcus got a little ill looking at the bill.
as a business owner, I'm sure you think of the same things. I'm like, if we just make this amazing, it does come back to you in the future. Like, short term, you're like, I went over budget. Long term, it's like,
Totally worth it.
Louis, like, he won't leave. We've tried to kick him out, right? Like, and like, there's multiple people here feeling the same. And I say this to you, like, I was thinking this morning, I love like this, like sitting down with affiliate owners. Like, I hate the travel, but man, once I'm here, this is so. I would do this for another 10 straight days. Like, just sitting down with him, somebody else in this hot seat. This is the best.
We all are in it for the right reasons, and we all are so passionate. And sometimes when you're on your island and you're in your affiliate, it can be tough. And then you come back to these things and you get reinvigorated and excited, and you learn one new idea. Or you realize, man, I'm doing these things really awesome, but there's this one thing that I can do to elevate my team or to expand my reach. Or like this year was really cool. We had Chuck, you know,
That was
come
cool.
and
Yeah. Chuck, Mike G,
like this morning we did a panel and Jen
Boz was
talked.
here.
Yeah, Boz came, which was
he
a
was
treat.
I thought you,
Yeah.
and then I'm like sitting down, he's taking
So
notes. I was
he-
like, what's that?
He and I are on the level 3 certification board together, and it was here in Nashville a few weeks ago.
You come here as much as we do.
I love it here.
I am a Nashville fan.
Tax-free state, just like Florida.
I mean, we could move here. So I told him, I was like, hey, we're coming back, and Chuck and Mike G and Jen are going to be here. And he's like, Chuck?
Dude, I saw Chuck, Mike G, and Boz standing next to each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's like almost a Mount Rushmore of CrossFit.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Like I mean, if I would have joined them, it would have been me. But no, I was like, wow. Like when I was getting started, I was like those 3 people, and it was so crazy. Like just having, and it's cool because.
And you know them like really well. You guys from seminar
That's
stuff.
always weird to me. Like I consider Chuck to be a very, very good friend.
But also like a mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and it's cool because not everyone here is a CrossFit affiliate. And I, like, bonded with this dude over at our hotel because we were working out together. And it was like the AC was broken. We're just, like, dripping sweat on each other. Then he took people are calling it a keynote even though it was a breakout, like my talk.
Yeah.
They're dubbing it, like, the best keynote of
Oh,
Yeah, so
wow.
you might hear
Okay.
if you send up feedback.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to
Okay.
get a lot of that.
I sent people to you. I want people to learn how to do Bring a Friend Week.
I was surprised how many people, because there was 4 options.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I was like, oh, now I'm nervous.
We had to pay half of them to show up.
But the dude, Breakaway in North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, Joe.
It was, it was cool because you're getting to bond with non-affiliate owners, and he's like, he came
Dude,
up
he
to
and I
me.
had a great, just one-off conversation yesterday. I don't know how he was like, oh, yeah. He's like, we had 2 affiliates. We just sold it. He's like, I've never been happier. And I'm like, that story is true across the board.
Yeah, not CrossFit affiliates.
Not a CrossFit affiliate.
Yeah.
He was like, we had another gym that we sold. And he's like, I've never been happier. And I was like, we just had the same situation with one of our gym owners. We told him not to buy.
Yeah,
And,
but it's just cool to have
yeah.
the connections. And, I think it is kudos to you, Jason, the team, just doing a great job here.
Thank you.
I'm excited for I'm genuinely looking forward to it. We're gonna stay at the hotel.
Virgin.
Yeah.
Oh, we got there, right? I texted my wife. I was like, you're going to like this place.
Yeah, well, I'll
I
bring
told you,
Ross.
like, that upstairs part with the pool. I was like, this is me and my wife's scene.
I'll bring
here.
Ross.
Like,
Her and Jess can get day drunk over there. And we'll,
Gosh. So the truth about the Virgin, the Welcome Mixer, is we were going to host it at a brewery until a couple weeks ago when we came here and we toured the Virgin Hotel. And we toured a bunch of other hotels. And I was like, nope, this isn't the vibe I want. Nope, this isn't what I want. We go there, I go, this is what I want. And Jason's like, we can't afford this. And I was like, we will afford it. I will figure out a way.
You're like us with Marcus. Like, we're doing this. So
I
Figure it out.
negotiated the heck out of that. Luckily, my friend is a head salesperson at the Ritz. So I understand how events work.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand okay, what can they give?
yeah, where
what,
you can negotiate, yeah.
So we ended up figuring it out, and I was like, man, I want people to see this hotel, and I also want some B-roll. I want some pictures at the hotel. So I was like, all right, we're not going to do the thing at the brewery anymore. We're moving to the rooftop of the Virgin, and it was the best move because everyone had so much fun. The view was
It's like open skyline,
it was great.
pool,
It's cool,
pool
too.
top or rooftop pool. It was rad.
it's cool. And for a lot of when we're having our mastermind in Vegas, it actually saves the consumer money. Ubers.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
being able to stay in one spot is convenient. So it is.
Yeah.
It is super helpful.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your OCD a little bit.
Okay.
Are you diagnosed? Do you have OCD?
No.
I feel like I might have a little OCD.
Yes, you have OCD.
I mean, I might, but I don't.
I think it's the OCD that makes us good. That makes you great.
I'm not the most OCD in every aspect. My husband runs the home.
So
he does really good. But with
like-
the business stuff and the branding,
So
making
Jason
sure that
runs the blue of this stuff, the branding.
no, I do that.
No, she
Oh,
does the
that's
brand.
Jason does
He
everything
runs
around
the
the
gym,
home
yeah.
and at our house, everything around the house, everything at the gym, he does. But
Would he have done that naturally, or is it because?
Oh no, he is OCD.
But I mean, is it you founded this thing? You were married at the time when you founded it.
No,
Were you dating? Were you together?
nope.
So you had HSN up and running. How many years? What year were you founded?
2012,
Man, what a growth trajectory! 12 years. When did you meet Jason?
2013. So I was just getting started
Where'd you meet him?
at CrossFit.
At Gainesville.
So I moved down to South Florida, and we were both at the same CrossFit gym,
Which one?
CrossFit Deerfield Beach.
Okay, I know.
never been.
Yeah.
The old owners. So he worked out in the morning. I worked out in the evening. I was working at the hospital, and then I was competing.
You were competitive at CrossFit, regional level.
Oh no! Oh no! It was a team thing, just
Like the
kinda
fun
have
comps, the fun little. Okay.
So did that, and he came to cheer my team on, just because
He had a
there
little
was team.
crush on you.
And I was like, oh, that guy's cute. And then
He
we
is
started.
cute. He is cute.
Yeah, he's cute. And
Was he gray at the time?
no,
See what you did
turned
to him?
gray. You
I
turned
think
him
it was
gray.
the kids. I think it was the kids.
He was previously married, right?
He was previously married. He had, and the kids were with him. They were 1 at the time.
So you're, I mean, a stepmom now, but like through their adolescence, like you're influential on them.
I've been around since they were 2. Like they only
Yeah.
know me and their dad together. Their mom is married too, and we have a really great relationship. Like it's
That's
odd.
always
and
so weird to me because my parents never
Split.
speak. Yeah.
Yeah, we all get along really well, which is nice.
They're not twins, are they?
Yeah.
That's what I okay. I was like, I
They're
was like, I
what,
think they're
13
twins.
now?
They're 13.
Yeah.
Bar mitzvah time?
We just did it.
Wait, you actually did a bar mitzvah?
Well, I didn't, but
Jason's Jewish?
so their mom is Jewish.
Their mom.
I
You
was
were-
joking. You have a
no.
cross on. I'm like, bar mitzvah. And she's like, so you actually had a bar mitzvah?
I learned so much about the Jewish culture. It
How
probably,
superior it is?
I mean, it was a really great
Bar
experience.
mitzvah, was it like these days, like my bar mitzvah's like in the backyard type of thing, right? Like now you're like, DJ Khaled is showing up. Like,
I mean, it was an adventure. They did a combined one, so that was good.
yeah. Well, the same age, meaning
yeah.
like they shared their Torah portion.
Yeah.
So you actually,
It was really cool. They
so many
actually
questions, though.
did 3 because they went to Israel and like really did it, and then they came back and then we did the bar mitzvah, the party, and like a one for the family. So they actually learned 3 different Torah portions.
Dude, Fern, Nicole, it's like you're learning another language.
And you can't read. It's the most bizarre
It's-
language to read. You can't read.
There's-
It's borderline unspeakable.
Yeah.
And then like,
I mean, I'm not being.
no, you're absolutely right. And like when you read Hebrew, there's often, what do they call like the squiggles? You might know what I'm talking about. But in the Torah, they're not there.
It's very
So
interesting.
you
and
just
it's very
have to
small.
like, it's the worst thing you can do to a 13-year-old, essentially. It's like, hey,
But-
we're going to put you in front of your friends. Go speak, not only speak it, like somewhat sing it.
At the end of the day, I think there's valuable lessons for
I
them. It
didn't
taught them
find any of
really,
them. I had
really
0
hard work.
lessons.
Like they had to
Yeah.
work really hard, and they were persistent, and they got a lot of feedback, which
I
gotta
wonder
be
what's-
open. So it was great. It's cool. Their temple is right next to our church, like the parking lot.
So you're like,
share.
I'll see you in an hour, right?
And they come to church with us
But,
sometimes.
but Jason's not Jewish.
No,
But his ex-wife was.
Correct.
The kid's mom. Well, I wonder what's changed. So when I had my bar mitzvah, the rabbi literally recorded my Torah portion. They call it a Haftorah on a cassette, and I would listen to it and read.
oh, they do private lessons now.
I mean, they did a couple, but not like regular.
Oh yeah.
No, it was like one time, and now,
Oh, no.
hey, I'll see you in 3 months.
Oh no, this is like every week, twice a week private lessons.
But there's no like YouTube version of it. Like,
I'm sure there is.
I mean, I don't know.
so when was their bar mitzvah?
It was in February, so just 2 months.
Do you
ago.
know what part of the story in the Torah they were telling?
Gosh.
No, that's fine. That's
All
I
right.
don't know
That's
what
that
mine.
All right, we're back to
But that's so-
nutrition
what
and
is-
leadership.
what is-
What was the food at the bar mitzvah? Sorry.
There was different stations. It was all different stations.
What's weird? She runs a nutrition company. I
I
wonder
did-
what food there was. Is
So-
it kosher?
I'm sure.
It has to be.
It was at the
Even I
temple.
know that. I don't know shit.
All right.
Anyway.
We're back. We're
Bringing
back on
it back.
track.
She's trying to bring us back on track. This is OCD Nicole. This is our Nicole. I don't know if you know this, but this is our show. How many people on your team?
We have 21 people on the team.
Are they all here?
No, a good majority.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere I look, there's someone wearing. I love. What do you call that blue? HSN blue.
Yeah.
I like that. You should get Crayola to make that.
I'm shocked it's not blue and orange.
21. I would actually have assumed your team was bigger based on
21's big.
this. I just know what we have, and I'm like, seems like she's got her act together a little more than us.
That's not true. You guys are killing it too.
The what's because I'm always curious, like struggles. Like you will not grow a team without struggles. I do not think it's possible. I think it's a natural progression of trying to build something, trying to bring in other people, and then upholding this standard. What's that been like? Because like you run a sizable company, sizable. I don't. It's not it's not like 500 employees, but you have 21 people that work underneath you.
One
know?
of them is your husband.
That's yeah.
That's a different podcast. Yeah.
It's been really amazing because they all are really flexible. and they all really believe in the vision and what we're doing together. And it sounds really cheesy, but they truly believe that. We had Mike McAllowitz come in and do a team development training for our team, and that really came out because Jason and I were in Orlando last year, and we were in a small group with him all day, and I was like, man, this thing is awesome. This was such a great day. And I left that thing. We're going to have him come with our team, and Jason's like, do you know how much that's going to cost us? No, we are not. And I was like, oh, yeah, we will. And so we figured it out.
Has he ever won?
Yeah. Yeah.
He got to eat what he wanted for breakfast this morning.
So Mike was talking about A, B, and C players, and
Yeah.
I believe that everyone's is an
Vern actually, he think he stole that from Vern.
everyone can be an A player, and
That's
he
one of our
defines.
core values, though, is like A players only, essentially.
But what is an A player, and the way he defines it, and I totally stand behind it, is someone that sees what you're doing as part of their identity, not what they do, but who they are. And if every gym and every company had people that really saw the mission and vision and like, this is who I am, this is what I was meant to be, like I'm so fulfilled doing this thing, then you're going to have a really great performing team. Yeah, we have a small team, but I'll put them against anyone. Like, they're
it's
freaking
not
awesome.
small. You have 21 people. That's
They're incredible.
You can hear. So I tell you, I will. You can tell. A, you make them dress alike.
it's a cult.
Yeah. But you can, like, when because I've seen your team in different sizes and bunches together. Like, you can tell, oh, that's the HSN team. Like, they're moving in the same direction. They're doing the same thing. They're dressed the same. They're saying the same things. You know, that's a really good example of like creating culture and that buy-in. And I think we have very similar buy-in where people that want to be on our team not because, you know, pay or they think it's cool or whatever. They believe in what we're doing.
Yeah, 100%. And it likely, for us, many of our employees started with, hey, I did HSN, kind of similar to a gym, right? You have CrossFit coaches that probably started as clients first, and they really believed in what you were doing, wanted to be a part of that team. And a lot of our team members started as nutrition coaches or gym owners, and they're like, man, I see what you're doing and it's bigger, and I'll be able to have a bigger impact. I've built my thing at my gym. It's doing well with nutrition, and now I want to be able to make a greater impact to empower other coaches and owners, which is really fun. Not everyone on our team is on the mentoring side, but even like an event like this, for instance, we always have a track for nutrition coaches. Like, I want to connect nutrition coaches because in a fitness gym, you have a lot of other coaches that you can get feedback from, and a lot of times in gyms, there's not a ton of nutrition coaches for them to connect with each other.
There's
and
like
play
one or somebody does it on the side. It's like a half coach.
There needs to be at least two, and we can go into that in a few minutes.
That's what Louie and Kelly just spoke about.
There needs to be multiple nutrition coaches, but a lot of times in the reality in a gym, maybe there's one, maybe there's two, but they don't have coaches that are many steps ahead of them to give them feedback right away.
There's no push-pull.
Yeah. So events like this, we bring our dietitian team, and a lot of them don't have much interaction with the nutrition coaches on a day-to-day basis, except for here and maybe a few trainings that we do throughout the year. So it's really fun for those coaches to learn directly from our team. Like, okay, here's some strategies that I can use to go make a greater impact in my community. Like yesterday, Amanda Har, she's one of our dietitians that specializes in hormone health. And like, if you guys have any questions.
She did a breakout, right?
Yeah. She is so passionate about it. And like, that's amazing. She is. And I don't need to be. Like, I don't have to be the best at everything. And honestly, our dietitians are really smart. They're in it. That's what they research. They're fired up about all those things. So why not put them forward, talk about those things, inspire some coaches to take that and go home and do it.
You know, you mentioned the attire. Do you tell them what to wear here? Because I was thinking, like,
strongly suggested.
All of our
maybe.
people, like, we always show up just in our gear, best hour.
Yeah.
But we're not like, wear the black one, wear the salmon one, right? Like,
so we have a company that's by our gym that stamps everything with the foil, and we send them stuff every year, and then they send me stuff to foil, and then I send it back to them.
So they can be like, I'll go grab this at Lululemon.
Yep.
Throw the foil on there, and now
then
and then by doing that, they can wear it to any event.
Yeah.
it seems like you have mostly women.
Yep.
Do you have any men?
My husband.
I mean,
and Patty, he is a gym owner out of Ireland and has done an incredible job building.
Where in Ireland? Because we basically own Ireland.
Yeah,
So it's sort of cool.
Carmel, I think it's called, maybe outside of Dublin. It's a very small area.
hey,
He's great.
Ooh,
What?
we can commit to it right now. You want to do a co-trip to Ireland?
yeah, because
can
we
make
have
the rounds.
we have quite a few affiliates
I think
in
we have,
Ireland.
like,
It's
7
English
gyms.
speaking.
I think we have
Let's do
7
it.
gyms in Ireland.
That could be fun.
Yeah, because we
Not
could
could
do.
be.
Well,
It would
let's do a
be.
master.
Will
Let's
be.
do a co-mastermind.
Didn't Daniel say they're going to host something in the UK? I think we're going to do that
Probably.
one.
I don't know.
We'll
I'm
reach
going to do
out.
that one
We'll
too.
reach out to
That
them.
could be fun.
The
Jeffy.
Netherlands just reached out to us about some stuff in October, maybe.
Hey, going
anyway.
back to Jason
Yeah.
at the box.
Yeah.
He shows up at this competition,
Yep.
and then what? Love at first sight.
I thought he was cute, and then we started hanging out. But if I'm honest, he was with another guy, and I was like, "Is he gay? I don't know." We joked about it. This is not the first time I told that story.
Well,
so
I could see that. He is a well-kept man. He's groomed tight, if you
He
will.
was single. He's in his 30s. He's neat. He fits the the
he
stereotype.
probably
Yeah.
he was in his 30s at that point. So yeah, we started hanging out, and then we started dating, and
First date.
we went to Bonefish.
Fancy.
Not a bad.
That's
first
middle.
start. Yeah,
it's not
middle.
quite
It's-
fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it was
pre
good.
HSN though, right? So it's like he was a firefighter.
Yep.
Had a firefighter budget,
Yeah, it's not a big budget. You know?
and
Is he retired?
he
he's about to?
retired.
20 years though.
No, he retired early. Being in the fire department was tough, and
You talk about
mentally,
sleep.
yeah, sleep, everything. And there came a point when HSN mentoring kind of took off that we were looking at everything, and I started traveling a lot more, and being
This
away
makes life
from
hard. Yeah, like
being away from home, and him being gone every third day. It was tough, and he wasn't super happy anymore, and he was struggling a little bit, and he was like, all right, as soon as we can financially make the decision that I can leave the fire department, help with the gym, but really travel with you, we're going to do it. And that point came, and I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. And luckily, it was right before COVID, too. So we had
Which
to,
would have been even harder at the fire department.
would have been really hard at the fire department, because I would not have been able to deal with all the stuff at our gym and be able to do all the stuff with
Right.
mentoring, because we pushed out so much stuff for gyms during COVID to help them transition all those fitness memberships to virtual nutrition coaching, and they kept all of their members.
Yeah.
Like Patty from Ireland, who's a mentor, like he grew his
During
business
COVID.
during COVID, and they were closed for 18 months. So
that
you know,
is insane.
But I think this is a good lesson for affiliate owners too. We've helped countless affiliate owners leave their jobs
Yeah,
to run the box,
Yeah.
and
it's the same exercise.
and it has to make sense, of course, just like present time. But also, I imagine the day Jason retires over there, HSN, his has an uptick. Not immediate, but now you've got,
Get an
no
extra set
different
of
than
hands.
affiliate
Somebody who's
owners. It's
completely
like,
invested.
You
Yeah.
don't think those
Yeah.
40 hours would grow your business? Like, you got to find that balance of, okay, we might not be 1 for 1 right now, but if I leave here, we're going to exponentially grow.
yeah, I think we make a good team, and
You guys do make a good team.
Yeah, we make a good team.
I
And
mean, no for an Ackerman team, but it's good.
we have fun, and
Close second. It's a close second.
I'm thankful I get to travel with him, and bounce. He keeps me in line.
What, like how?
How does he keep me in line? Mm-hmm. Mostly financially.
Hey, can we, you want to, Chase,
Do we have the other one?
come on. You're good? She's saying nice things about you.
I don't know. She said she thought he was
I-
gay.
She did say you were gay. She had some derogatory things to say about the Jewish religion, but outside of that,
That is not true. I did not do. So yeah,
well, no, you haven't said. What are some of the things he does to keep you in check?
really, it's around the budget.
can
Around
see
our
that.
You
budget.
need that. I mean, as much as I get mad at Marcus at times, it's no different than affiliate ownership. Like
It's one of the most
you can't just
important
have
things
a
you-
budget and not look at it.
Yeah, that's called not having a budget.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's vital.
Yeah, I will spend if I can see like, okay, we'll take for 2 years we took a media team and we traveled to CrossFit gyms And we would go there to capture stories because I know they didn't have the financial means to do it. And I knew their stories needed to be shared and I wanted them. And we spent a lot of money on that. And at the end of the year, I was like, all right, and we're going to do it again next year. And he was like, and no, we aren't. And we'll do it instead at places like this where our clients are here and we can capture their stories and highlight them and it works well.
We went through the exact same problem.
We can be flexible. And then there's other things.
This is a bad idea.
No.
It works better over here.
It just needs to be taken out of this box and then put into a different box where it fits better. You know, like that's like we were having that conversation because we were going on the road and traveling and taking Nate and like, dude, the cost creeps up real quick.
Yeah.
And like, hey, you know what we could do? We could go to these events and then maybe stay a day or two on the front end or back end.
Like
and,
this one.
And get exponentially more content in that day. And then we can take a break for 3 months. Affiliate owners, if you want to grow revenue, what you need to understand is impact first. Offering the best classes and changing people's lives is how you get the revenue that you were searching for inside of the affiliate. And that starts with running fantastic classes here inside of the box. If that is something that you are looking for, we've got world-class coaches that are going to help you do that and help you run a better box. Everything from the coaching on the floor to the systems on the back end, we're going to cover it all. Book a call. We'll see you guys on the inside. There's a lot to be said for that. Just the security of like, hey, this is buttoned up the way that I want to, the way that I'd like it, and I'm not stressed about that. I think
because that never ends as an entrepreneur, right? Like
it ebbs and
gets
flows.
better, but even
it ebbs and flows. But having run businesses on both ends of the spectrum, ones that are cash flow and heavy, and ones that are cash poor. Listen, don't kid yourself. Like you sleep better when you're cash flow heavy. You're just like, we're good.
A budget helps you sleep better.
Correct.
Like, hey, how come there's no budget for Jason's sneakers to have HSN blue?
So our team is so thoughtful, and he does have HSN blue
underwear,
shoes, but he decided not to wear them today because he said they're not comfortable enough.
He wore them yesterday. He had matching shorts on, I think.
He did.
He is also sneaky good shape. Like I was looking at him just now, I'm like, that dude looks fit.
Yeah,
he's got his diet in check, huh?
He's
not eating calzones at midnight. No. So anyway, you were going to say about...
our team is super thoughtful, and they order these custom shoes.
Your team got you those? Mm-hmm. Are those new? I felt like... Because you had a straight-up blue pair last time I saw you.
Black pair that were custom, and then those were like fading a little bit. So this year for Christmas, they got me these.
Is this like your motto, guided, tested, proven on here?
Yeah.
Can you see that, Nate?
Guided, tested, proven.
Are you going to get some Go-Rucks now?
No, I like these.
You like those?
Yeah.
You're the one person who likes snowballs.
I know.
I
like these snowballs a lot.
No, I'm just kidding.
I like Hey.
I thought those were... That looks very similar to like the old, because of this pattern, like one of the old Nanos, like the Nano 7 or 8 or something like that.
What we were talking about you at the Denver Summit, and I was like, man, Nicole, always rocking the blue, your nails, your car, your watch band, but we don't really have a color. What would you say our color is? Is it salmon?
Is it salmon?
I don't know, that gold. You got a lot of...
We were saying gold. Remember we said gold?
I think the gold is like... the black and gold, I feel like, is a lot of...
All right, so we need... they make like gold Jordans, I want to say. Hey, company expense, Marcus. Everybody gets Jordans.
Air Force Ones.
Yeah. I think it's important in regards to branding that when people see your stuff, they recognize like, oh, that's HSN. Oh, that's HSN. And I want that. I remember listening to seminar at Wadapalooza in like 2016, and it was JP, the guy that
promoter.
Yeah. So he was associated with Jason Khalipa at the time. I don't remember what they were doing, but they were co-presenting, and he was like, "Are you proud of your brand? Are you proud of what you do?" I'm like, in my head, I didn't say so, but I'm like, yeah, I'm really proud. He's like, "Then why aren't you wearing your logo all the time?" I was like, yeah, why am I not wearing my logo? He goes, I got a stamper and I stamp brick on every single thing. And he started explaining, you don't know what kind of conversations that's going to foster when you go in the line at, wherever. But it also makes sure that you're representing your brand well and you act in accordance to what you're wanting people to.
Yeah, you might not mouth off to somebody if you're wearing that.
Yeah.
On your shirt.
Now that we have, like, Cody's done a fantastic job, like multiple colors, multiple logos, and I put like an order in for like 14 shirts. I'm like, I got rid of every other shirt I have. And I'm like, I will only wear, I get mad because he'll show up in like nice clothes, but it's not best hour. I'm like,
Since when?
the other day you had on, remember
A blank shirt.
Yeah, it doesn't say best hour on it.
I'm in the airport.
Yeah, and probably acting like an asshole because you weren't wearing a
It's
best
being
hour
unreasonable. A customer
You know what I'm
service desk.
saying, right, Cody? He shows up fashionable, but throw best hour. Hey, send it over to Nicole Stamper.
So I don't
Foil it.
personally own the stamper,
I would
but
prefer
we
that
have
you did
a
it,
No,
though.
I meant the
local.
person you know.
Oh yeah, she's great. So the staff sends shirts.
So can we get involved in that? Will she stamp our stuff?
Yeah,
Because I was just thinking, it was actually at the Denver Summit also. It was like cold.
yeah,
I was like, if I put this Lululemon jacket on, no one knows it's best hour.
yeah. We
I'm gonna
get
start
Travis,
stamping
Matthew, Lily, Lululemon, like all the.
New budget item, Marcus Stamper.
Yeah, you need branded stuff.
I
you know?
agree. And I'm just, more often than not, but you wear our affiliates a lot too.
Yeah, people send me stuff all the time.
have so
I
many-
I do try to like rep the affiliates that we work with because
That are our
our
all
clients, yeah,
affiliates,
yeah.
but specifically our clients. I
makes
I
sense.
tend to keep those like I
don't
work
start
out in
sending
them.
me T-shirts. Everybody, most of them are going to go in the trash.
I work out in those, but then I wear my best. And we're also
God, I have so many T-shirts, dude. Did you get your Go Rock?
I did, yeah.
It's fantastic. However, I like walked in, so we've been on
it
seminar
somewhat
staff for 11
stresses
years.
me out that
I have well over 100 red shirts sitting in my closet.
I no joke. The Goruck stuff came. I took my Noble shirts, put them in the box, and threw it in the garbage because I was like, and that's
like,
not a
what
knock
am
on
I
Noble.
gonna
It's that
do
we
with all
have
of
to
it?
wear these now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll never wear a seminar staff shirt in public.
You're gonna wear best hour stuff
And,
in public.
well, just because it'd be weird. It's like wearing your
I don't think you
job
can,
shirt,
number
right?
one, but-
and then I'm never going to give them to people because they can't. So there was a dumpster, a house being built nearby. I was like, threw it in. And then I did see
There's
Andy.
some random guy going to be walking around the neighborhood with
I
a
did see
stuff
Andy
on.
Hendel like repurposed his. Did you see that?
He had put Coach in, like, number one, I love Andy. Like, he's great. CrossFit Charlotte. We put name tags on our shirts. He had his name stamped on his shirt. So it says Andy. And on the back, it says Coach. And it's like this big.
But it's
I
so
feel
you
like
could use those because they're actually the Noble seminar staff shirts were actually very comfortable.
They're very comfortable, yeah.
I love the Noble t-shirts are great. Like they're my favorite workout shirts. They're soft, but I just would never wear them. Anyway, we've gotten derailed. So
You get derailed.
very rarely, but it's
Once every 10
it's
minutes.
known to happen
Okay.
around fancy pants. So
I can't with you. All right, what's the next topic here?
no, we're still on the OCD. We're still on the OCD. So
we gotta move. We gotta move.
So I have a question for you. What is something about Nicole that maybe people aren't aware of?
very deep and dark. Something deep dark.
Things did not come easy for me growing up. So like my sister and I were both gymnasts. I was not very good. I had to work extra hard. I didn't get into UF originally. Like, I think, perseverance, grit. Like, when I'm told no, I don't really.
Oh,
I'm
I picked up on
I
that
could
at
see
least
that,
a
yeah,
dozen
like,
times
this
just in
was
this
not, like-
conversation. Yeah.
I mean, you might not have spoken about it, but I think
Yeah.
I think you and I, everything came easy to this guy,
What
right?
the fuck? Absolutely not.
Gets into the Naval Academy, Division I basketball. Marries the prom queen. All these things. You and I,
I don't think my wife was a problem.
she should have been.
I dated the prom
she's-
queen.
Yes, exactly, right? But I can see that about you, and I think that's part of what makes you great. Like, never, not that friend, I'm joking, but like you don't rest on your laurels, right? And it's like, cool, I made it to this level. I accept it, I appreciate it. Now I want to go to this level.
Yeah. I mean, I think when your mission is really big, you reach something and then you're like, okay, cool. What can we do next to make it better? And I love feedback. And it's like, I remember actually one of the reasons why Chuck is here today, after the Portland Summit, because I don't get feedback when I speak very often and I want to get better. And so I'll watch the recordings to see like, okay.
Let me talk about that
went
right
off.
watching tape.
And I remember before the Portland Summit, I was like, I'm going to speak, and Chuck's here. I know he's going to be judging, so let's ask him for some feedback. And so I did, and I got some feedback. And then he's at the Boston one, and I was like, all right, I'm going to make sure that this time exactly what he said I do. And it sparked the conversation of, like, I care. I want to get better. And then will you come to this event?
And
And he did.
And you just invited him. But what was his role here?
So
Because I know he ran the workout.
Yeah, so I asked him to talk about coach development. He did a thing at the Portland Summit, which neither of you guys were there, which was the squat like movement demo.
Marcus was there, or did we
Yeah.
have to miss? Okay,
Marcus was there.
Something happened where neither one of us could go.
So he did that, and it was so awesome. And then he didn't do it at any other one, so I was like, "Can you please come to our event and do it?" And then we do the Brews with HQ thing in the morning, where letting the CrossFit affiliate owners come early and then hear directly from HQ what's going on. So Jen led what Austin usually does at the affiliate summits. And then I asked if Chuck would talk a little bit about coach development and the importance of owners investing in coaches so that we're developing them and leveling up credentials. It's really important for coaches to get feedback and grow so that we can all provide a better experience. So he did that. And then what else did he do? Led the workout at Proven. That was a funny conversation. I was talking to him and Mike. And I was like, would you guys want to lead a workout at Proven? I mean, it doesn't hurt
6
to
a.m., by the way.
doesn't hurt to ask, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you could say no, that's fine. And
Shout out to Shane and Tia and their crew over there. They have been open to, and I know we asked them.
And it's quarterfinal weekend.
Yeah. They have been nothing short of really gracious with their time and energy.
Was it
at
Mitch
that
over
gym.
there, right? Corey?
Yeah,
Mitch.
Mitch.
Yeah.
He's great.
But a question about Chuck. What percentage of the owners here are non-CrossFit owners?
Oh, a very small.
It's
There's
really
only like
small.
less than
Couple,
5.
yeah.
I was going to say, I wonder what their impression is, because to us, Chuck's like a hero, right? Like, you know, he would hate that, but you know what I mean? Like, he's just super well respected. What do they know to, like, Joe from Breakaway, right?
Yeah. I tried to introduce him in a way that, you know, did it a little bit of justice, but ultimately the reason why I asked him to come is there are people that you meet in the world and you're like, okay, when you walk away, you just feel better. You feel like I want to be better because I had a conversation with you.
You haven't heard the bird story. he was, as a kid, he killed a lot of birds.
Did he?
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, that is really weird.
It'll make sense if the Chuck's podcast is before this.
Okay. I'll have to listen to that.
He killed one bird. He still feels bad about it.
I believe that.
And actually, it's not certain that bird was killed.
It survived. He gave it life.
Oh, gosh.
That was like, what's that? The Green Mile? You ever see that movie?
Yeah, he chucked it. It survived.
But he's one of those people for me where like you want to be better every
Yeah,
time.
I think we all agree with that.
And if I could have an opportunity to give him a platform so that everyone could walk away with this event wanting to be better in whatever aspect they, you know, hits home for them, then that's a win. So people everyone is a gym owner or coach in there, so they all know how to air squat. He led an air squat demo. It's not like he was teaching
I looked at
complicated
people
movements.
in their jeans squatting. It was cool.
Getting after it. Lots of laughter. He's inspirational.
I purposely wore that Lululemon skirt because I wanted to take part in it yesterday.
That's it. Not to show off the legs, but you wanted to squat.
I wanted to do
I want to go back to the things didn't come easy because so HSN is 11 years old?
2012, you said?
Yeah.
So 12 years old?
Yep.
You know, you can't swing a dead cat without finding like somebody who's spinning up a nutrition company these days, but you have continued to progress, continued to grow. You know, you were talking about like this event alone. You're like, hey, we've grown 20% every single year. We have to go to a new venue and all these other things. What are some of the lessons learned or things that you lean on when you have setbacks, when things are hard, in order to continue moving forward? Because failure in business is inevitable. You're not going to avoid it. It is part of the process. It's probably the only thing you're guaranteed when being an entrepreneur is that you will be served an immense amount of failure in that process. And even if you're buttoned up tight, it's still hard.
Yeah. You know, I think resetting expectations and giving yourself a little grace, like, hey, I'm going in with the right intentions, and if I screw up, I screw up, but I promise I'm not going to do the same mistake again, and I'm going to learn to be better, and I'll be open to feedback. And, you know, at the beginning, I'd be lying if I said I didn't shed some tears over some feedback. Like, I took it so personal. And at the end of the day, like, feedback is good. It makes you better. And I've also organized a team that pushes back on me when I I get distracted sometimes. Not as bad as you do, but I get so distracted sometimes. And, the team reels me in, and I think I also know.
That's what Cody's for. Yeah.
I also know, I'm not good at some things.
What's something you're not good at?
Like, you say I'm OCD, but like the details of everything, that's someone else on our team. Like I have the big picture.
Yeah.
Like that sign needs to be right there type thing, or getting that thing printed probably.
I heard you talking about Chuck. I envision a lower third on this. Like, I heard you yesterday. But I get what you're saying, yeah.
But it's someone else that's making sure it happens, and there's someone else that makes sure that it gets posted.
That's the vision. That's not the detail. Yeah.
Fair.
And so, I have an idea, and then, you learn. Like, the media for this event is better than last year's, because after this event, I go through, okay, what's good? Let's double down on that. And what did not go good? Let's get rid of that.
Your boy Rick does a good job.
Oh, Rick is great.
I want to give, actually, this is something you are probably underappreciated for. You specifically, probably due to your guidance. I know you're not taking pictures and everything, but you at all the events, summits, the games, do an incredible job of getting real-time content out. Like, you guys are just hammering with reels and photos and, shout out to Rick. That guy takes the best photos.
He's good.
Like, it's hard to make somebody wearing salmon shirt look good, and he does it somehow.
Yeah, Rick is amazing. Reverb is the other company that we have at this event. I became a story brand guide in 2018.
There's the one that did the picture, that girl that did the picture out there.
Yeah. She's awesome. She's been working with us for years, and they do a ton of real-time content, but they're a team. Rick does amazing content, but for this specific event where I'm trying to get testimonials, I'm trying to get speaker quotes, I'm trying to get pictures, like, I want all the things. Mm-hmm. That's just not, one person can't do that. So we bring in a team, and then this year was the first time we brought in Rick, and the reason why I brought in Rick was because we have our entire
to this event.
Okay,
because
he comes to all the summits.
Okay.
But this is the first time he's here. He's actually staying at the house with us because I wanted some things like behind the scenes stuff that we can use later with our team.
See, we're doing that in Vegas.
It was really fun. So this is kind of OCD. I write out a punch list of, like, here's everything that I want you guys to accomplish, and it's clear expectations. Right?
I don't think that's OCD.
I don't think it's OCD.
Here's everything that I want.
Least OCD thing you do.
That's
here's
clarity.
Who's gonna do it. Yeah, and I'm usually in the first 10% and then the last 10%. And I wasn't always in the last 10%.
What do you mean?
Like, if we're talking about a project, like, I'll talk about the idea and sometimes
launch and close.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. That's so interesting because, like, I hate watching the podcast, but I love, like, getting ready for it, and then that's partly bringing on a good team. I'm like, and part of it is trust, right?
Yeah. And being okay with, like, hey, if it doesn't go exactly the way I wanted it to go, then all right, it's not a big deal. But there were seasons where I had 100% trust, and then 6 months later, I'm like, oh, this is not the direction that I wanted at all. So coming in at the last,
and then it's important for you to be like, that's me.
Oh yeah, it's 100% me. I didn't set clear expectations, and then it gets better.
He's gonna have a question for you at the end, but I've got two.
Okay.
One, do you have the dates for next year already lined up?
April 3rd through the 5th, and it's going to be at the Virgin Hotel in Nashville.
April 3rd through 5th. Mm-hmm. This is at most a few months after, so you have like 8, 10, 12 months to prepare.
You do not have to be an HSN client.
You don't even have to be a CrossFit affiliate. You just have to be a gym.
Yep. Or nutrition coach, someone that's... The goal of this event is to bridge the gap between fitness and health. So if you want to be a business that makes a greater impact beyond just fitness and really empowering health, then come. I mean, obviously this year we brought you guys in to do a lot of business stuff, so everyone will get value that's a gym owner coming to this. But I think it's extra smart if you are looking to add a nutrition program or grow a nutrition program, streamline, that you come to be around other people who are doing it really well. Yeah. Like, these people are doing employee wellness. They're building nutrition teams. Like, they're killing it. They've increased their revenue by 20, 30, 40% with just nutrition.
And there's enough protein for everybody.
And there's enough protein.
And there's enough
protein. All right, before Fern asks you a question, what's the big, hairy, audacious goal
for
HSN?
Empower 1 million people to take control of their health one step at a time so they can prevent and reverse chronic disease. Ultimately, we want to make a greater impact. Like, I worked in the hospital. I saw the revolving door of how people aren't getting healthier, they're getting sicker. And the whole reason why this company exists, because my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer and she passed away, but we completely changed our diet. Like, it is so deep rooted in me, and being a part of the hospital made me realize that they're not getting the help that they need. Even doctors' offices. I worked at doctors' offices. The system's not set up. So our big goal is to impact, but I know our small team cannot do that alone, which is why I go talk at summits and
you do hustle. You get on the road and you pound the pavement.
if I can inspire one person to realize, man, adding this piece of the puzzle will allow me to amplify my impact. At the end of the day, we've all dedicated our lives to helping people get healthy. And if I can help one more person get healthier or fast track their ability to see results and stick around longer, then I'm doing the thing.
We had Christina on again yesterday, who showed up on when we interviewed. Now it's not just nutrition, it's mindset, it's all the things.
Nutrition's not really about nutrition. Yes, you need to understand the fundamentals of nutrition, but ultimately you need to understand how does support system play into that, how to sleep.
Yeah.
Like you talked about it earlier. Okay, I chose not to do this because I knew I wanted to sleep well. When people start connecting the dots between what they eat, how they sleep, how they feel, how they're recovering during workouts, is going to increase the stickiness. They're going to see better results, and then they're going to tell more people about your place, and they're going to grow a better business.
Yeah. Fantastic. Ask your...
For the record, I slept fine after eating that calzone.
I don't believe it.
That's the thing. He sleeps so poorly normally. When he says he slept fine, he got 4 hours.
Maybe. It's all relative. No. 1 to 2 pieces of advice for affiliate owners who are really trying to hone in building a great team and great culture.
I'll go specifically around nutrition. I think a lot of gym owners will want to run a nutrition program and they're like, all right, you're the closest person to me. You're going to do the nutrition program. But maybe you're not super passionate about nutrition. You're passionate about fitness. Or maybe you have the person, like you said that you interviewed Louie and Callie. Like Callie is so passionate about nutrition and it's obvious. But if Louie would have just signed up for HSN and sent Callie through it and not been involved in like helping her and guiding her and supporting her, she wouldn't be as excited about the program.
It's essentially what she said, right?
Yeah.
You know, and it's true. Like I've seen it so many times where owners, you know, they're like, oh yeah, I need this piece. I'm checking off the box. No, like if you truly believe in it, you need to make sure that the rest of your team is bought in. You need to know what's going on with your nutrition program and create this culture that we're all speaking the same language. And this is why it's important. You know, early on when I started traveling around, I would get things like, my staff gives me pushback about just adding another service. I'm like, do they understand why you're adding nutrition? Do they understand that people are going to see better results? They're going to stick around longer. And yes, it's going to add revenue, but it's not the revenue that the gym owner's bringing home. It's the ability to provide a job for a coach that's stuck in the hospital or whatever system they're in and they're not fulfilled. So, you know, piece of advice is create a good team by leading first. Stay involved, you know, meet with your nutrition coaches regularly. It's why I push gym owners to come to this, because if a gym owner comes and they see it, then they're inspired and they go back and they get everyone else in alignment. The program will grow so much greater. So stay consistent. Keep meeting with your team. You know, I think it's the normal things that you probably say for the fitness side too.
Do the little things.
Do the little things well.
April 3rd to 5th, 2025.
Yeah.
Nashville.
Right here in Nashville, Tennessee. Gas. Be there.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Best Hour of Their Day podcast. We appreciate you listening and choosing to have us help you in your passion for coaching and affiliate ownership. You can find more episodes just like this on all podcast platforms. If you're interested in learning more, you can reach out to us on any social media platforms, or you can visit www.besthouroftheirday.com to book a call. If you found this episode helpful for you, please share it so that we can help other coaches and affiliate owners to help build a bigger and stronger CrossFit community. Thanks for listening.